This passenger jetliner is doomed before it takes off. The Air Force presumes a hijacker made it through security and onto the plane, where he'll soon take over the cockpit. He won't respond to air traffic controllers, and the Air Force must make some quick decisions. Of course, it's just a drill, but the scenario is all too real, and all the more relevant as the United States approaches an important milestone.
The fact that we are 1 month away from the anniversary, the 10th anniversary of 9/11, clearly sharpens our mind and sharpens our focus.
On board are U.S., Canadian, and Russian military officials. They're working together on this exercise for the second year in a row, trying to improve cooperation and coordination, which has not always been so smooth.
Right here on the timeline.
Well, the communication was always there, I suppose, at the higher levels, but it was challenging at the tactical level, which is what we're operating at right now.
It takes just minutes for U.S. F-15 fighters to track us down. They're trying to get as close as possible to actually look into our jetliner and find out if there's a problem.
They're basically telling the pilot of this aircraft, hey, pay attention to me because you need to follow my instructions from here on out.
They decide we're not a threat and allow us to continue out over the Bering Sea. They're continuing to track us, though, and just gave the neighbors a heads up that we're on our way.
We just crossed over the international date line and are now just a few hundred miles from the Russian mainland.
Petropov control, fencing 1220, go ahead.
Almost out of nowhere appears a pair of Russian Su-27 fighters. These guys get a lot closer than the Americans and stay there for several minutes.
Yeah, yes, I can see the pilot. I can see his eyes, actually. I can see him waving.
The Russian military officials said they were not authorized to talk to the American media about this particular drill, at least not on the flight. But Russian TV correspondent Alexei Golovko gave us some perspective on what we just witnessed.
When else in time could you remember where you have F-15s and Su-27s at the same time in air, not actually competing with each other or fighting with each other, but trying to achieve the same goal and complementing each other in the airspace?
We turn around and head back to Alaska, once again escorted by U.S. F-15s. The military planners behind this drill say it went just as planned, but that here on out their primary goal is to keep future threats on the ground, because if it's gotten this far, the potential for disaster is almost surely too close.